Alrighty. Hi, Miss Stork's first period in class. You're probably sitting there thinking, why am I listening to Jeff talk and why is he not giving this presentation? Well, I got a little lazy, but I decided to do Zeppelins. So without much further ado, let's just start this on off. So they were invented on 1900, not a year before, not a year later, and they were basically used by the Germans to patrol all up and down the shore and, be a watchdog for the ships. And they were mainly used from 1914 to 1918, and they were hardly used as attacks because they were made of hydrogen instead of helium. Now, the big difference there is hydrogen is not an inert gas where helium is. So if you did shoot and you caused a hole and something caught on fire, the Zeppelin would turn into a giant ball of fire because back then they were made of hydrogen. Now they're made of helium, which is inert. So if you shoot it and something catches on fire, nothing bad's gonna happen. So I'm gonna read you guys an excerpt on one of the few times that they were actually used to attack. On the morning of January 19th, 1915, two German Zeppelin airships, the L3 and the L4, took off from Germany. Both airships carried 30 hours of fuel, 8 bombs, and 25 incendiary devices. They had been given permission by the Emperor Wilhelm II to attack the military and industrial buildings of Britain. The Emperor had forbidden an attack on London due to its concern for the royal family, who he was actually related to. The two German Zeppelins crossed the Norfolk coastline around 8:30 p.m. Having crossed the coast, the L3 turned north and the L4 turned south. The incendiary bombs were dropped to enable the pilots to navigate to their chosen locations of Great Yarmouth and King Lynn, where they dropped their bombs. A total of 9 people were killed and some buildings were damaged, but the effect on the raid on a population who were used to battles being fought by soldiers on the battlefield was immense. They had absolutely no idea how they were going to protect themselves, and they really decreased the morale this way. Now, this is one of the few times they were used to attack, but most of the time they were just used as watchdogs, and they are not being used recently. Maybe you'll see them overhead at a sports game, but that's about it. So thank you guys, and I don't really know where to take this, so thanks for watching.